'cause I'm my own worst enemy.
When I tell you the truth, but right now I'm still facing with an identity crisis. My addiction destroyed my life. You steal, you cheat, you lie, some even kill for drugs.
Here you are now getting your first role on TV.
That year.
Yeah, like, my time is now. Give it a whole bond.
Every lady felt or thought I was sexy. I see a wounded lion fighting for his life.
I control my destiny.
Hey, family. Welcome back to Perspective with Utu, where we have conversations that matter with your favorite celebrities, darling. Yes. And today we have an extraordinary guest. Okay. But let me first read you guys his bio first. He's been on Isitembi. So he's been on mtunzini.com, Rhythm City, Season 1, Soul City, Season 12, The Road, Season 1, Chesa, Season 1 and Season 2 and Season 3, darling. Bebetina Way 2, Season 1, Yezo, Season 1, Season 2 and Season 3, darling. Where I think most of us will probably know him from. Zone 14, Season 1, Zone 14, Season 2 and Season 3. Sure, and Season 4. Guys, I don't even want to waste more time here, okay? Because this bio just goes on and on and on and on. So without further ado, please help me welcome Innocent Masuku to Perspective.
Hi. How are you?
How are you doing?
I'm good. I've been looking forward to this day.
Sure.
And thank you for having me. But firstly, I'd like to thank the Almighty, the higher power for yet granting me with another day.
Sure.
You understand? And you want to you understand? Yeah. That's what I can say. But thank you for having me, by the way.
Yeah. So we've been wanting to have you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think since last year, we were like, we want Innocent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Finally we met.
Yes. So I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Innocent, you from Soweto, ne?
Yeah, I'm from Soweto, yeah.
Please tell us how it was growing up and what your childhood looked like.
Okay, yeah.
Did you grow up with your mom, your dad? How many siblings do you have, etc.?
Okay, cool. Right now, let me just introduce myself. My name is Innocent Nkosana Masuku. I'm the elder son of Johannes and Chriseja Pindile. You understand? But with my siblings, I think it's 8 of us right now because my elder brother passed on while we were very still young. You understand?
Okay.
But he was out of wedlock. He came with my mother.
Okay.
You understand? But always, as a black culture, we didn't treat him somehow. Because we always knew he was our brother.
Yeah.
You understand? And forever be. Yeah, so I was born in the 80s, in the most exciting times. I was raised by both parents. You understand? They were both street.
Sure.
But you as kids, sometimes we deviate from the family rule. But once you get caught, they'll give you a good hiding of your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, because as an elder son, somehow, even though I had a great childhood, but somehow I was also a deputy parent. You understand? Because if maybe I would go back to home without my younger brother, yes, they will beat me, they'll give me a hiding. You know what I mean? What I saw from but at that moment, I thought maybe they're abusing me, but I came to understand that maybe they were teaching me a responsibility somehow. You understand? But because most of the times my brother wouldn't just pop up because he knew that I was going to be beaten. You understand? Yeah. So I don't know if it was doing it intentionally or was it a sibling rival. But we could now. We've grown up. We could.
Yeah.
Understand? And I also attended the local schools as well. You understand? And I was everybody's child. You know, yeah, that's how they brought me up. They taught me to respect any elder, and not to argue with any elder. You know what I mean? Yeah. But so far so good. I'm not from a well-off family, but they were trying. They were trying. So from an early age, I knew that once I get a job or once I get exposed or open a company, then I have to step in and help my parents, since when I've seen their their struggles. You understand. So I always wanted to step in and be that golden child.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Tell me something. Were you guys 8 from both your mom or your dad? Or was it like your dad had bana kontle and your mom also had bana kontle and so forth?
No. It was only my mother who had a child out of wedlock.
Okay.
But the both of us, the 8 siblings were from one mother, one father. And it's 8 boys, 8 boys, 8 girls. You are an army. You are an army.
Yes.
Yeah, you're an army. What you do, we all go out. You all go out.
They're all friends.
Don't mess with us. They know what they were so army. They're coming.
Yeah, I know. Big ups to your mom, eh? Oh my goodness. So you mentioned that your parents were very strict.
Yeah, they were very strict, of course, yeah.
As a child growing up, as a young boy, how did that make you feel in that moment when you were being beaten up and so forth?
Yeah, firstly, I felt abused, but at the later stage, I came to understand that, no, these people, they don't hate me, They just wanted me to do the right. Yeah, you know what I mean, And I was also raised, I forgot to mention this, when my family was also business orientated. So every now and again, when I will go out selling vegetables, cosmetics and everything, you know what I mean? Because when I didn't, my mother sometimes felt like when hanging in the corners, you're just wasting your time. You understand? You really need to do something that would better your life on daily basis. You understand? Yeah, that's how she understood growth. Yeah, that's how my mother was. My father again was streetwise.
Yeah,
I was that guy who was streetwise. And I remember the first time he sent me to town, I was about 8 or 9, marching all alone. And he could direct me where to go, and find whatever and come back. Since we were selling the cosmetics and stuff, you know what I mean. And so I was taught the responsibility at an early age. You understand? But as you grow up, life happens.
Right? Right? But I want to first stick to the childhood part a little bit now. Yeah. And then we will get to you now.
Yeah.
So, feeling like you are being abused, right? How did you let that hurt out in that moment?
Because in most cases, without uttering a word, but they will do things that will make me feel like, no, man, my parents do appreciate me somehow, And when I go by the book, or respecting their rule, everything I just went well.
I see.
Yeah, they wouldn't just beat me out of the blue. No. I'll be lying.
Sure.
I made our souls rest in peace.
Yeah.
Because they're no more.
Sure. Did you ever feel like you have to earn your parents' love?
When I was like, yes, yeah. At some point,
Yeah.
Because sometimes I will be told whenever maybe I wanted something or maybe some sneakers or something, sometimes I will be told to wait so they can take care of my younger siblings. That didn't sit well with me. But I came to understand at this stage, no, okay, that's how it is. So that's why maybe I started fending for myself at the younger age. Yeah, because I will go out, especially on weekends and on school holidays, working, doing temporary jobs for Indians, You know what I like about Indians? There's always jobs.
Yeah.
Always jobs.
Yeah.
Always jobs. Because about one thing, if you might ask me what was my job description, I wouldn't tell you.
You don't know.
Because anything goes, anything went.
Yeah.
Today I'll be washing cars. Tomorrow I'll be doing washing.
So
the other day I'll be doing something else.
Yeah.
The other day I'll be doing something else. But it was all fun. I didn't see color then, and I didn't see anything wrong. You understand? What I wanted to do was to earn money. From hard working. You see, so I thank my parents for that, because that's how I always thought, of getting one, not by stealing, but by earning it, or actually working hard for it.
I get you.
Yes.
I get you. Do you not think that maybe also probably came from, you know how like you guys were like so many? So now you know that with the little that is available,
Yes.
that it must be split amongst the siblings, right?
Yes, of course.
So now you sort of like have to fend for yourself, and maybe you also felt abandoned, at some point.
Yeah, at some point I felt that, but the way we grew at home, we were living to share. That's how I understood with okay, sharp. What sharing is carrying, the element of Ubuntu and stuff. Because at home, even normal time, let's say a friend of mine is visiting by my place. Once he finds me eating, then I have to share with him, you understand, and actually feel full, without actually getting full. And then I just go to the table and just fill my stomach, and then you quickly forget. You understand? You simply forget, because that was one of our respected culture at home, sharing with everybody, not with my siblings only, but with friends, with everybody, you understand? Or when anybody, anyhow, when anybody that's in his entire need, or you want of something, you understand?
Yeah.
That we're taught to share.
Sure, I love that. And tell me about your relationship with your father.
My relationship with my father, I think it was okay. It was okay, because I think my father was very young then. He never thought of himself as a father. When I saw, boys will be boys. So as I grew up, we'll share some other things, we'll share some wine, hiding it from my mother. Once we get caught, you tell my mother, I remember.
Sure.
So I think I got to understand my father very well as I was growing up. Because when I first joined the entertainment industry, he was my avid supporter.
Sure.
He will go through script before bringing his phone. He would just come by me, maybe I'm by the corner with my friends. Can I tell you? Episode 2, scene 17. With that scene, women must get an hour, bruh. Get an hour to the scene. It wasn't kind of the scene that I said. Yeah, so we were very good friends. We were good buddies. As I grew up.
Sure.
But my mother I was very close with my mother from day one. My mother's my day one.
I love that.
I said,
What types of other conversations did you have with your dad behind closed doors, just the two of you? And they were like conversations regarding how you feel.
I don't remember that happening, because my father would just let everything slide away, But with my mother was open enough, to me, because I knew that at some point I will come out of age. I knew it. I knew everything to my mother. My father was just streetwise, He used to enjoy teaching us tricks of how to survive in the streets and everything. I didn't care much. Yeah, understand. So even the man, I still wish I was appeal. I still have questions to ask him, because I only came to understand later that because he, as my name says, innocent Masuku, and my father didn't disclose that. He only disclosed that at a very later age, at a very later stage, that we are not actually the Masukus. Masuku was his mother's surname, and then we actually belong from the Mabaso clan, understand?
Sure.
When I saw all this says, I was asking myself questions, beating myself up and down, because I still, even though he's gone, but I still respect him. You understand? I couldn't do something my weight even against his, understand? Because I still respect him. You understand? So right now I'm still facing with an identity crisis.
Sure.
Understand that one? And I've got so many questions I could have asked my dad. Understand? Would if he doesn't, if he allows it to happen, if he allows me to change my surname to his one origins or something. So even today, I'm still confused. And my children are getting older, so some things, man. They're working on me, man. They're working on my.
How does it make you feel that you are using your father's maiden surname?
Maiden surname? Well, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing though, because I always knew my grandmother. And I always knew my grandmother, and I didn't know my father's side family. You know what I mean? I only met them as I grew older. You understand? But we never held those serious conversations while my father was still alive.
Sure.
And so for me, I wanted to go against his will. I mean, maybe that might be a curse. You understand? So I described those things I want, but I know that is why I don't regard, when I don't say I'm facing problems, when it's just challenges, when they would pass by, I know someday, when God will answer, God will answer, then I'll find a solution, I know.
Sure.
Yeah, because I'm working on that as well.
I love that.
I'm not just sitting back, listening and watching, I'm working on that, but I'll find a way. For me, guys, find the tablet. What tablet and passage.
Yeah, it's your thing. Do you not feel like, you know how like when you were much younger and you were always trying to, like you knew that, if you did something wrong, you would receive like a beating, right?
Yeah.
So then that sort of like trained you to always be doing good so that you don't get that beating from your parents. Do you not feel like even now, even after their death, that you still have that thing subconsciously to say, but I can't do this because then I will be betraying my father?
No. I don't feel like that anymore. Because I believe with time you heal, you get to understand things you never thought you would understand. Yeah, you know what I mean. Because they used to punish me, but their punishment was not that severe. You know what I mean. It wouldn't beat me to a pulp. No, I don't remember that. I would be lying.
Yeah, of course. Sure.
Yeah,
I love that.
So somehow I think that I contributed in the person I am today in terms of the discipline, when respecting other people. If none of that didn't happen, maybe I wouldn't be here. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. That's why I believe that in the middle of difficulty lies the opportunity. And when I might say things you're in a bad way, you're not meant for the one. They're just there for you to see beyond. Beyond small problems or troubles that you're facing now and again, because they're only temporary.
So how are you now as a parent? Are you also a strict dad?
Not really. Because I'm gonna tell you the truth, right now I'm busy working on the connecting with my kids, and that is working on my self-esteem and my mind, my spiritual, my soul, because I feel incomplete. You know what I mean? And I can't blame their mother for not allowing me to see them as I please, or connect with them as I please. Maybe somehow it's a punishment or some sort, Because I remember during my active days of taking drugs, when I did madness life of binging and dragging, and then I was always preoccupied about some stuff, and I couldn't, to be honest with you, sometimes at some point I couldn't even understand, I couldn't even honor serious invitations when I couldn't attend school's games when my kids are playing and stuff. I was an absent father. You know what I mean? When the only thing I will do, when I was to throw money. When I throw money, you're into them, not understanding that money doesn't bring up the child. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So I didn't have enough time to spend with them. So somehow that thing, man, is eating me to the bone every day.
Before we get to that now, because I feel like there are like some levels that we need to sort of like unwrap. With your dad, like you mentioned, self-esteem. With your dad and your mom, what types of conversations were you having with them regarding self-esteem when you were a teenage boy?
I was a teenage boy. When I grew up, I was this chubby child. You know what I mean? And I was short-sighted, as I told you earlier on. You know, so you know how ruthless school kids they might be sometimes. So they would call me names, you know. So that would work on my self-esteem, you know. But once I tell my mother, you know, she will sit me down and tell me, you know what, Rosan, well, for the fact that you don't see, for the fact that you are chubby, well, for the fact that people are talking about you, there is something special about you, you know. So you need to dig deep, you know, and make some deep introspection about yourself. You know what I mean? So I always felt like an outcast, you know. So that's why I didn't have so many friends when I grew up. You understand? But that, I think, worked well to my advantage, because I got to know and understand myself better.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
I get you.
Yes, because I was not occupied with friends and stuff, you know. So when I always had ample time to myself.
Sure.
You understand? Yeah. Even today, I mean, I don't have a lot of friends, you know. I'd rather keep my smaller circles, because I don't like to allow so many people into my space, because they confuse me.
Right?
Confusing,
yeah. Sure. Okay. So now here you are growing up, and you're a chubby child, and people are calling you all of these names, right? And then you then grow up, you know, into high school, and then you get a TV role.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. This was in high school, right?
Yeah. I was still in high school then, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was still in high school. Yeah.
Which season?
Because I did both seasons, from season 1, 2, 3. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the creator, I'm the clinging type.
Yeah.
Season 1, 2, 3, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't just quit.
Right?
Yeah, unless maybe the contractors came to an end.
Yeah.
But other than that, I leave no stone unturned.
You're not leaving.
I'm not.
You know?
Not.
So now, here you are now. You are now getting your first role on TV.
Yeah.
And you've been teased by people for so long. You're like, my time is now. You know what I mean? How was that journey like? Can you take us through that journey? And what you were feeling on the inside.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Taking regard the low self-esteem and how people have been treating you, and the fact that you haven't had friends for so long. What was going through your mind?
But I think just before the television came through, you know, I joined community theatre, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, from then, that's when I started rebuilding myself. When feeling like I belong somewhere. You know, because I was with people who loved arts, and you know what I mean. And just before then, I was that kid, you know, because when I grew up, I was always fascinated, you know, about everything and anything that's revolving around art.
Sure.
You know what I mean? That's how I felt good. Okay, sharp. I'm not a good footballer. You know what I mean? I'm not a good runner. I'm not good with sports. You know.
Yeah.
So this is where I belong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So from then, my man, when everything was so nice, because people were treating me in a different manner now. There was respect, you know. There was there was everything. When even the community at large started noticing, you know, what we were trying to do. And then they will support us, honor us with transport money, give us food and everything. Then by then we led by example. So things started changing a little, you know what I mean? And then when I got to the television, that year was one big party. Every lady felt or thought I was sexy, you know, even though I knew that I was not. So everyone was my friend, even my neighbors, you know. I would go get freebies, you know, from clothes to food, you know. I think that 1 year or two, that 1 year was like a one big party, you know. So I think that was a life-changing experiment, because now people started respecting me, for who I am, for who I was, they didn't even tease me now. They just saw this glorious thing now, this special person, can appear on TV, So every lady, I was a ladies' man then.
Yeah.
But in the Bengals, I was very shy, and you understand, because of my self-esteem. But everybody just loved me, you understand. I didn't have a car. I didn't own a car then, but I would get a lift whenever I want to go. Everywhere I went, I want some car, some stage car will park. Hey, hey, come in, brah.
Yeah.
If there's alcohol there, and I will start binging. Life was good. I want to till to the stage, you understand?
Sure.
It was a life-changing experience.
What did that do to your self-esteem, knowing exactly that these people might just love me for what I have and who I am now and what they see now, rather than the person who I am truly?
Yeah, for me, whatever that was happening was fine with me,
Sure.
Yeah, because I didn't want to go back, and rub some old wounds with salt. You know what I mean? I just wanted to move on, and appreciate whatever that I'm seeing. You know what I mean? And move forward, and be a better person. You know what I mean? Because really that moment was overwhelming.
Yeah.
So I was looking forward to positive and greater things only. Nothing negative. Nothing.
Yeah. Oh, and how did that make you feel, though?
Yo, I felt great for a change. I felt great, my man. Even if I'm going even if I'm traveling out of the province or country, I'll get the treatment. The one I felt, I was treated like a king, not me alone. With some other colleagues, you understand. But then, I like to refer more to myself because but it was great. I felt like a king. I was sitting there on the pedestal for a very long time. It felt great, It felt great,
Yeah.
It's not that maybe I was power hungry or something. No. When it just happened by God's grace, that I found myself in that space. You know what I mean? But that's why I always thank God every day, because I don't know what's next.
Sure.
Yeah, maybe He might bless me with millions tomorrow. You might not know.
Yeah.
But when I saw for me to give in the towel, that's the last resort. That's the last option I can ever think of. Not now, not me.
Yeah. Oh, and then what happened? Take us through that journey of feeling great. You have now arrived. You are this great person, and everybody's worshiping you. Take us through that journey of starting your career around you, and the mental health that you had to battle with, that nobody saw, that you were battling with alone behind closed doors.
Behind those doors, yeah. Okay, because I was coping, because I was always in parties surrounded with beautiful by beautiful girls. I was getting invited everywhere. Man was coming in left, right, and center. So subconsciously I forgot other things. You know what I mean? Because now I was introduced to this new world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everywhere I got respected. I got honored. I was treated like a specialty. You know what I mean? So I want everything that was negative, or everything I want, because even right now, I can only think of fond memories, but not negative.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I am that person. I don't hold on to things. I want some things. I want let go and let God. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you think that you heal from problems, though?
I'm not 100% sure, because I haven't paid attention to detail. With that. You know what I mean? So I think maybe somehow it does affect me on other things. That's how I feel. But I think with the help of the counselors while in rehab, because when there, when I got time to scream, and cry, and let everything that was eating me inside, I let it all. You know what I mean? Because I'm that kind of man. I feel pain, I just get a corner somewhere and cry. I want to just let go. You know what I mean? Because you can't keep things inside. You can't bottle things inside. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. When I'm that man, if I cry, I cry. If you laugh, you laugh.
Yeah.
It's your baby. Yeah, but the more you start speaking about your problem or crying, the healing begins. Yeah.
And I love that. I feel like more men should cry.
Yes.
More men should be able to show their emotions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And what they are truly feeling.
Exactly.
What were some of the things that you were crying about in that moment when you were like letting things out?
Like some experiences that I had as a child, the way I was brought up, the teasing and everything, losing connection with my children, because that's a painful thing ever a parent can feel, losing a contact with your children. It's so painful, and I can't blame anybody, because I put myself in that situation. You know what I mean? Because I was always preoccupied. I at some point I think I prioritized drugs over my children. So I was never there, but obviously now and again I will show up, but I was never a full-time parent. You know what I mean? Because I think we were introduced to drugs, I wanted to fit in, understand? Because I met a friend in the through the entertainment industry, you know what I mean? So he was truly a hustler, and he would get me gigs left and right and center, you know what I mean? So things went the other way.
Yeah.
When I met that guy.
Sure.
Yeah.
You felt like for him to keep on giving you these jobs, you had to take these drugs?
No, beyond that, I started using, and I can't blame him, because nobody forced me to, understand? Because for the fact that he was a hustler, I was attracted to that. I was attracted to work, you understand? And he was just doing exactly that, understand? Getting me money, getting me pumped, left and right. I want from your government jobs to stadiums, when there's rallies, party rallies, it was just connected, you know what I mean? So I felt good, man, this is my friend, I should stick with, you understand? And from then, before I knew it, we were very close, you understand? And I almost did everything he did, you understand?
Sure.
When we became big, we even became drinking parties, even though we were drinking different brands, you know what I mean? But it was always something strange about that gentleman, because he would go for days without sleep. And so I wondered, what was his secret? You know what I mean? Because sometimes, even worse, sometimes we'll be drinking from the same bottle, but I'll get sloshed. When I wake up, he's still dancing. He's fine, like he's never done anything. You know what I mean? So that came that fateful day. We're in a club, and then in the club, if you wanted to go to the bathrooms, you will use when you go up, you go upstairs using the staircase. But just before you get into the bathrooms, there's this special room that you pass by. It's always guarded 24/7 by a security guard. You know what I mean? And I would wonder, what's going on here? Because there's other sounds you can see with them. I'm in a party. There's a party. There's a party in the party. I'm in a party in another party. You know what I mean? And then I remember it just left me. It just left me on a table. It vanished for a couple of minutes. You understand? And then I started wondering, where was he? Maybe he was injured or something, Then I went upstairs, when I passed the guy, when I greeted him fine, I went to the bathrooms. Hopefully, I thought I'll find him there. I didn't find the guy. And then I went straight to the security guard and asked him, if maybe he did notice a certain guy, I described him, what was he wearing and stuff. I would say, he's inside. Do you want to get in? Yeah, sure. I want to get in. When I got there, wow, there was a huge party happening there. Half-naked ladies. Some were snorting. Some were using pipes. Some, and I saw my guy. He just was coming at Joe. I was always hiding this from you, but for the fact that you saw my man, before I knew it, some lady offered me something, and as men, sometimes we become weak when it comes to women, when I just shoved the pipe into my mouth, when I lighted something, the feeling was overwhelming. The feeling was out of this world, I felt different altogether, When I suddenly, now I was wide awake, I was sober now, you understand? When even my mind, man, was working very fast, very quick, very fast, When I saw, it was a different feeling ever, and I never got that feeling from alcohol before, So that's how I got hooked, because he knew. And before I bought drugs, I was offered so many times, before actually spending my money, that's how I was lured to drugs. You know what I mean? Because for me, it's because I never thought they were actually using me. To push their little empires, So I ended up taking because my friend is getting me gigs, and then even if we have spent a lot of money, sometimes we wouldn't see. You just let's just spend this all, my brother. When it's quarter to weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you've got gigs, and I'll do that. So from then I started sleeping in clubs, or sometimes going without sleep for days, just like him now. We are one of the same thing now. We are cut of the same cloth now. And then so we became very close. We were drinking parties, and now we were taking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's how I got hooked. And being hooked, and in my addiction, destroyed my life. Big time. Even to this day, I'm still picking up the pieces.
Sure.
For I did. It is why I always tell the youth, don't even try. Don't even try. You understand? Because one is too many, and 1,000 is never enough. You understand? With drugs, Because this thing is evil, show. It's evil, show. Once we are in, once we are swallowed by this beast, Joe, it's not easy to escape. You understand? It's not easy to escape. So I think that the drug pandemic needs to be attended to. Because it's destroying our youth.
Sure.
You understand? So without the youth, where are we going to as a country? You know what I mean? Because most of the youth, you can see by yourself. Understand? Because once in one household, once one drug dealer, you're all affected.
Yeah.
You understand? Because sometimes he will even steal, or she will even steal from you. From the house. This is why you found some houses. If reached by looking a chain and the big viral hit, you see that?
Yeah.
That looks not a joke. It's serious. It's serious. So, hey man, this drug thing, man, just is destroying the nation on a daily. You understand? So, I think that's the worst pandemic ever.
I've got so many questions for you. I think one of them is, do you think that you have a people-pleasing thing where, for example, where you always put yourself last, and then you always want to make sure that other people are more happier than you?
Yeah, I think that was my problem.
Yeah.
I think, because I always used to put people first before me, and I forget about myself. And I think that's the biggest problem I did. And there's nothing wrong about being selfish. Sometimes, not every time, sometimes you need to be selfish about yourself. Because that will protect you from other things that might find yourself being trapped to. So.
The reason why I'm asking you is because I'm picking up, and then you will let me know. I'm picking up that from your childhood, right?
Yeah.
having to do things right so that you are not beaten by your parents, right?
Yes.
Punished rather, when you are doing something wrong, to the point where you now carry that over to even when you're much more older. And then now you know that, okay, fine, for me to keep this friend happy, I'm going to do this. You know what I mean?
You're quite right. You're quite right. Quite right.
How does that make you feel?
For me, it has though. You know what I mean. But obviously, I cannot cry over spilled milk. It happened. You know, I gotta move forward. You know, because I can't be stuck in the past. You know, that's what I told myself. You know what, innocent, just move on. You know, carry on. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. You know, the most important thing is how I rise and try and race again. You know? So I'm only focused on that now at the moment. You understand? Because I cannot, because right now I even told myself, I cannot live up to people's expectations. You understand? I'm just sticking on my lane right now. Understand? I'm not trying to please anybody right now. I'm just living for me now.
I love that.
And my children also, and my siblings, and my family at large. And all my brothers who are still suffering out there. You know, with taking drugs and stuff. You know. Someday, God will be with you. You know,
Sure. How do you feel now about yourself? Do you love yourself?
Right now, I'm peaceful, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm peaceful. Inside out, I feel great. Great, because things are just falling into place, you know. And there's promises there and there. So I'm just good. I'm just good. The only thing that I want the most is working. Because it's been a while without working, you know. And sometimes it makes me feel bad if I can't contribute anything at all. Or I don't feel like a man enough. You know what I mean? Because I'm the eldest, I should be leading by example. But I'm the one who's always asking when I don't have anything. It's not that I don't get bookings now and again. I do there and there, but it's not like before now. You know what I mean? You don't know what I mean? Sometimes I'll go for months without being booked, you know, and that thing makes me feel otherwise because I'm that person. I don't like to. I don't like to be a charity case, you know. I like to do things by myself, for myself and for my family, you know, because that's how I grew up, you know. So like I feel like my age. It prefer much that is really one. So, but I know there were things will be fine again. Things will be fine.
If we had to strip everything away from you, your finances, your status, your big brotherhood, everything, if like we had to take everything away from you, innocent Kiman, who are you without those things?
I think innocent is a boy next door. And even though when I was introduced early in the industry, you understand, but I didn't take the fame to my head. You understand? Because I always knew that I was working. But innocent, I think is a disciplined yana sometimes. You understand? I think I'm a people's person, you know, and I love seeing other people be happy. And that fulfills me. You know what I mean?
You remind me of a lot of men. And I say that because my father, for example, his self-worth was based on his finances, you know, and it still is. And I think a lot of men feel like that, you know.
Exactly, yes.
They feel like without finances, I'm a nobody.
You're not a man enough.
Yes, you know what I mean?
That's how I feel.
Like you're not man enough, like you can't provide.
Yes.
Like, I suppose when I ask who is innocent without those things, before we even get to like everybody else, you know, you actually saying this is who I am and I love this about me as a human being. so that by the time we can get to everybody else around you, your siblings, your children, your mama's baby, everyone, you know what I mean? That you know that your center, your soul, it's good, it's clear, it's good. You know what I mean?
No, I understand. I get the point. Yeah. How about me? Well, I feel good, Joe. I feel good, my sister. I feel good, Joe.
Sure.
Yeah, I feel good. I'm in a right space. Because I think somehow I dealt with things that were bothering me inside. You know what I mean? It's not that maybe I'm ignorant. No, I do feel pain as a man. You understand? But I think it's part of life. You understand? But obviously, I wouldn't carry a unnecessary heavy burden on my shoulders. You understand? Every time when I'm facing challenges, I offload immediately. I don't put things inside.
Okay.
Because I think I'm so fortunate because I'm always surrounded by people who are always willing to listen. The side of my story.
Yeah.
So in most cases, I don't even keep secrets for 24 hours or problems, the challenges that I have, because they were fortunate to have people like those. Who can easily tell what I'm going through. There are people who can tell if I'm hungry. My man, today's bad, bruh. Can you share bread? I've got those people. Understand? I've got a good support structure. Understand? But obviously, I like to be independent. I don't like to depend on other people. Understand? But that works as well for me. Works to my advantage for me. Understand?
I love that.
Got people like that. And even my sisters, my siblings, I share most of things with them.
Sure.
Yeah, because I feel safe with them. I know that whatever that I want to tell them, it's within us.
Exactly.
It stays in the office.
Yeah.
It doesn't go out there.
Sure.
Because obviously they feel for me. They got a soft spot for me because I am their brother. They know the one. Even though I'm not well off financially at the moment, but they know what I'm capable of. They know what if our brother had this, we knew that not that they're depending on me or they're expecting anything on me. But we have that kind of relationship. We are open to each other. Open to each other.
Yeah. When was the last time somebody said that they loved you?
With my siblings, I always get a lot of that from the streets. But with my siblings, sometimes they don't utter words, but their actions show that they love me. Sometimes when I could tell the way they respect me, the way they treating me, when I could tell that they love me. But with strangers, people from the street, obviously they easily tell me that because maybe we might not cross paths again, understand? But with my family, they know that almost every time they see me now and again, they've got easy access to me. So things that they do, sometimes they make me feel good, understand?
Sure.
Without even saying loud, because when I believe with action speaks louder than words. So that's what they're doing.
Sure.
So, and I appreciate that. Because I can tell.
Yeah,
I can tell.
I love that. Your brother says in one video clip that Chisa TV show changed everything for you. He saw you transform into someone he didn't recognize, especially after moving to Hillbrow. Can you please take us through that journey?
Yeah, even Chisa as well. Even Chisa as well. It's just that I only mentioned easy because the first is always the best. You know what I mean? But with Chisa, still, you understand, it added more, more recognition, more exposure, to me, you understand, because there I was also given a chance to play a lead role, you understand. And I think with my character, I was speaking to many souls. I think with roles that I played, besides if I'm combining them all, English level novels, love. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So I think with whatever work that I did on television, I managed to reach out without actually noticing. You understand? Because I was a hope to many. because most people were going through what was going through. Most people were going through what was Pakistan are going through, you understand? So I was like talking to them directly. I was healing them directly without even noticing. You know what I mean? Because I think as much as I was portraying, but there are people who are actually living that life. You understand? So I think I was an answer to their question. You understand? Because they felt that somehow they were never alone. There are people who actually experienced it, even though they knew that I was acting, but it was close to reality. You understand?
Sure.
Yeah. So I think I healed many when I do portraying such characters. Yeah.
Sure. And with those great things that you are receiving, at the times, these lead roles, and so forth, did you feel like you are not touchable?
Those roles. No. Actually, when I was always given, I'm a supporting role.
Okay.
And then I will fight my way up. Then I go to your computer. You understand? Like focusing more on my job. I want to putting more effort. You understand? I want to taking an extra leap. You understand? I want to actually deliver. You understand the most, because that makes me. I want to feel good. It actually fulfills me. You understand? To actually do that. You understand?
Sure.
Because what I remember as a child, that element of having your me time, even at today is a second, understand? And so whenever I'm given some job, I always take an extra mile, because I go deep. If I don't understand some things, I go out there and research, you understand? Because I'm streetwise as well, you understand?
Yeah.
I go out there and research, or even hang out with people, you understand?
And during your me time, what insecurities were you dealing with?
Yeah, because I thought, it didn't make sense. I want to hang around with people who are not adding value in my life. And the people, because maybe it's like a PhD, you pull him down syndrome.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So that is why it's not that maybe I'm scared or no. I was just avoiding that, you understand? So that things was also understand that even more, because the more you understand even more, I want more questions I can't give me. When I always get I'm answers, I'm solutions. You understand? You on my own new world, which is much without the confirmation when you want to. I can do this.
Yeah.
Or you're on my own new one. You understand? Happen to come anything negative, society, you understand? Or I'm discredited when I just go out there. It's okay. Let me just do it on my own. And every time when I do things on my own, they actually happen. Especially with people abangazi background there. Because with people abangazi background there, they always take advantage because they know where you're from.
When did you realize that you've lost everything and nobody's coming to save you?
No, when I hit the rock bottom, when I lost everything, understand? Not that people were not there. There were some friends who were stepping in now and again, so trying to help me, you understand? But obviously, it was a heavy burden to them, you understand? Because I only knew which sharp you can help me temporarily, but the things that I actually lost, especially the assets, you understand? Obviously, nobody can do that for me, you understand? So and then from then when I hit the rock bottom, because I knew with that it was because of drugs, and then at some point, I had to admit, understand that I was powerless over my disease or addiction, because now I was enslaved to drugs, understand, and drugs took it all. Nobody. I was never marked, I never did anything under gunpoint. You understand? So there's a thin line.
Sure. Ooh. What does that do to a man's self-worth? Like the moment you lose everything.
You feel useless somehow. You understand? It's just that, I remember when I went back home, it was for a couple of months. I couldn't even go to street. You know what I mean? I didn't even go to street because they knew me as the guy who had it all. And now I come back, I don't have anything. I don't have car. I lost my marriage. I don't have car. I've lost some assets. You know what I mean? So it was really hard for me to face the world. You understand? Well, in most cases, I was cocoon sulking in one space. You understand? Or sometimes I'll just peep through the window, would see what was happening. You know, if the cost was clear, and then I'll run quick to the shop and come back. You know, because I couldn't understand, you know, because I never thought I'll go back to the life that I was living when I was young. When I thought I was on pedestal and I've achieved it all, and then I fell off the wagon, and then, you know, everything just went down the drain. Everything that I've worked for a couple of decades, you know. So, you know, for a while, man, I was not in the right headspace. You know what I mean? I was not in the right headspace, you know. Because I would always block myself up, you know, asking myself, you know, asking myself, blaming God if he was ready there. Why me? You know what I mean? You know. But then, when as time went by, I just told myself, okay, whatever they say, because you do good, people will talk. You do right, people will talk. Okay, cool. Let them talk. Which means I may move their part. They're watching a movie. With me, okay, cool. Let me take it like this. I got okay, whatever negative that they're talking, I mean, I'm gonna turn it to something that will work for me. I don't think whatever that they're saying is fine. Which means I'm still breathing. I let them watch. It's fine. You understand?
Sure.
So yeah, but it was hard to come to terms that I actually lost everything. You know, it was very hard. Very hard, sure.
And that guilt that you felt.
Exactly.
Right?
Because I knew what nobody pushed me. You know, I did it myself. You understand? So I couldn't blame anyone but myself.
Yeah. Do you feel like you have failed your children?
Big time. Big time. Big time. Other than anything, that's my worst regret. You understand? Well, let alone the assets, the house, you know, because you can always regain those things, you understand? You know, but the time I was not there, you know, the head, you know, that I did, you know, things I've done to them, you know, they're not pleasing, you know. I regret. I regret it all. I regret it all. And I'm even if I were to be charged, my only response will be, and she has charged. Yeah, because I can't, you know, because I can't deny anything. You know, I can't really defend myself or something, because I knew that I was wrong for what I did. You know what I mean? And the head, when I created about one, because, you know, my parents never left me.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I was brought up the right way, but, you know what I did, I feel guilty. I feel very guilty. I feel guilty. But I'm working on that, even though I know that things will never be the same again. But at least, if they don't take my apologies, but I'll try and do right. I only pray to God if they accepted me again as their father. That's all I need. That's all I need. Because nothing makes sense right now. Nothing. Even when it comes to relationships and everything, at the moment I don't think I'm ready. You know, because I think that the first love I have is for my kids. Actually, it's not that I'm selfish, but I feel, man, within, man, you know, I've wronged them. You know, I let them down big time. You know, as a father. You know what I mean? I don't even understand them that much right now. You understand? Because obviously, as we grow up, you know, you outgrow other things. They change. You know, they're quite matured right now. You understand? So it's
yeah.
I switch is deep. If I can only fix that, I think I'll be a better person inside out. Even though I've started, I'm doing something about it, but if that can happen, I'll be fine. I'll be the happiest man in the world.
If I was your children right now, what would you say to me?
I'll just tell them how much I love them and how much I apologize, and I'll just go straight to the truth and hide nothing, because they're quite matured now. And then there's no way I can use gimmicks or throw money at them, you understand? Because I know where they are. They also got questions, to me, and I'm ready to answer anything. Well, nothing but the truth.
Sure.
Because I think that that might work, you understand? Or maybe they might understand if I'm telling them the truth, if I'm not shying away from the truth. Understand? Yeah.
Sure.
I think truth.
Yeah.
Truth be told this time. Yeah.
I love that.
Understand, yeah.
Innocent, you've got 2 hands and you've got 10 fingers. Are you reaching your full potential?
To be honest with you, I don't think so. I don't think so. Because I think I should be somewhere right now. Maybe I should be working, or maybe I should be owning a company or something, but I've never pushed the envelope that much. You understand? Because during my active days I was preoccupied. And then I think because the more you use drugs, you're inviting more problems, and then I've got problems with kids. No, the only thing that drugs did with me, they attracted all the negative, all the wrong things. You know, and now I'm suffering from that as we speak right now. More. Yeah, I'm a victim of substance today that I used to take. I'm the victim now. I understand. They know that I'm saying, they know that I was serving, which is the demon, the monster. Because the monster doesn't get enough. You can feed the monster now and again. And I said, when it's time to smoke, when we can do things we never thought we would do in my life. You understand? Because as an addict, so sometimes you steal, you cheat, you lie, some even kill for drugs. That's how deep it is. Understand? Because I think it's a spiritual thing again, because this thing, it separates you from the higher power. You don't listen to anybody, you know what I mean? And I think most people who are addicts, or who were addicts, or who are recovering addicts, I think they can relate to what I'm saying. And not them only, I think everyone, because we all get affected. Understand? So.
Sure. How do you plan on rising up?
Up now, I just told myself, you know what, angisafuni uzilimita, because I've got plans, you understand, but God knows ukuthi ufuna achieve in qala, you understand. So whatever thing that I'm planning, whatever things that I'm planning to do in the future, okay, they might happen, they might take longer, you know what I mean, but I always speak to the universe, because I know with God is always listening. And so whatever opportunity that will avail itself to me, I'll take it with open arms. You understand? Because I know we're not living for ourselves, but we're living for the Creator. You know.
Sure.
God knows. Understand? We are never promised tomorrow, but God knows. I want through His mercy. Yes, and that's why we're still surviving, in that today. So I know with whatever opportunity that will come by, and no matter it will go little, as little as it might look from a distance, but we appreciate it with both arms. Because we're sharing with you, you know what? From now on, I've lost everything. I'm starting afresh now again, as if nothing has happened. Even though I know, but I just told myself, the best thing now is to accept that little. That will be offered, or whatever opportunity as big as it would be, or as little as it would be. You understand? I wouldn't come back. I'll just grab any opportunity for that. And through that I know I'll rise again. Because in middle journey, because it one step. So that step makes a huge difference.
That is so true.
Sure.
We've come to the end of the episode, but I've got a few questions to ask you about your perspectives now.
Okay, cool.
What is your perspective on the phrase, money is king?
Hey, because these days, we don't have farms. we don't have yachts, we don't have fields. So money is king, but it's not everything. Yes, because money has been a medium of exchange from day one. You know what I mean? But money is not everything. So about if they have money, then they have everything. They can do as they please. Or they can even abuse their powers. Because most people who have money got those tendencies. Of misusing powers that they have sometimes.
Sure.
Yeah.
What is your perspective on real friendships?
Real what?
Real friendships.
Real friendships. I don't believe in friendships anymore. I believe in brotherhood.
Yeah.
I believe in brotherhood, So I want somebody who can be a shoulder to lean on in times of need. Yeah, you understand? Vice versa. You understand? But friendships, with friendships, there's no loyaltiness.
Yeah.
Because today we are friends, the next day we are frenemies.
Yeah.
It is just like that. There's no guarantees.
Sure.
But with brotherhood,
yeah.
brother's keeper, we always we're looking out for each other. So I believe in brotherhood.
What is your perspective on freedom?
Freedom. I believe it has to start with freedom of speech. Yeah, because sometimes when you speak the truth or when you're vocal about what is rightfully due to you, like Tirajam artists sometimes when you're fighting for your royalties or for your rights, exactly you're on the firing line.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I think if freedom, it's been given a platform to talk truth. It's either sugar coated or harshly. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna somebody also condemn about talking the truth.
Exactly.
Yeah, you understand?
Exactly.
Yeah. Let freedom be freedom.
Yeah.
Why let freedom, but you're not free? You're not literally free. I think you say what you wanna say without being condemned. Then you're free.
Yeah.
Free.
Sure.
Yes.
What is your perspective on self-love?
Self-love. I mean, self-love, because I think sometimes we teach people how to be treated. Sometimes. So you can't expect people who treating dignity if when you don't respect yourself. You understand? If when you don't treat yourself such. You understand? You can expect people to respect you if when you don't respect yourself. You can't expect people to love you if when you don't love yourself. You must lead by example. Exactly. Because people will always treat you for which one also represent how you represent yourself to people. Then people, I think, will treat you like wife. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Please pick up that mirror.
Mirror on the wall. Here we are again. This guy used to be handsome, right?
Used to be.
But now good gray. Yes.
Innocent, what do you see when you look at yourself into that mirror? When I started seeing my greatness and my power, I had to stop looking at me and I had to start seeing me. What do you see when you look into that mirror?
Okay, I see a wounded lion has been out there in the jungle fighting for his life. But because of the scars that are visible, I won't give up easily. When I think of where I came from, I've come too far. So I think I still have the resistance of not giving up or throwing in the towel because I've come too far. I see future. I see a brave man who can turn tables, who can still make it. Yes, that's what I see. Let alone the wounds and the scars. They just remind me who I was and what I'm better. Well, just a reminder. Because I won't forget. You can heal, but you won't forget. But life goes on. That's what I see. I know I can do it. Yeah, man. Yeah. I always took decisions with you. I always took decisions together. I trust you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Sure.
Innocent, for sharing your story.
Thank you so much.
Ke a leboga. Ke a leboga so much. And this episode was made possible by Same View Pictures with their state-of-the-art sound and video equipment, as well as the state-of-the-art and top-of-the-line productions, post-productions, Vela Creatives, powered by IS Wines. Innocent,
You too.
this camera over here, please tell the people what you have going on and where they can follow you on social media and what should people expect from you in the near future.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. The only thing we can expect is change. You know, I'm still gonna grace your little screens because everywhere I go, people are asking me the very same question. Innocent, when are you coming back? I'll do that. I wanna, regardless which I'll be portraying a character or bringing my work, because that's what I'm fighting for right now. Is ownership of something. You know what I mean? I can't be working for other people. You know, but I need to have some ownership at some point. So thank you for watching this episode. I think wherever you are, whatever problems that you're facing, you are not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. My brother on my left, my sister on my right. Together we're strong. We stand strong. Never ever give up. Never give up. Do what you gotta do, Mtana Sekai. God is watching.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Innocent, a candle tried to burn me. It also tried to kill me. It also tried to ruin me. But that candle is living within me and that candle is shining bright. So from my candle to your candle, keep shining.
I'll protect it with all my heart. Yeah, I make sure that it keeps on burning.
Yeah.
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 Sure.
Like a burning desire.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Miss.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Yo.
Yeah, leboga.
Yeah. I feel you.
And from me,
She's
this is Sekhu-Pedi. Keep your perspective alive.
Thank you so much.
Sure.